Something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Gleyber Torres leading things off and takes a strike. And a good eye there. And it is 2-1. That one fouled off. And the righty deals. Got him swinging.
You know, Berg, you often think a slider is more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. A good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Here's Juan Soto. Swing and a miss, strike one.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
And that's in for a strike. Outside low, and it's 1-2. Up the middle. Whips it to first. 2 away here in the top of the first. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Two down, nobody on.
Hey.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball.
As he was out front that time. And that's downstairs and outside. And that's in the dirt. And now it's 3-2. And that one in the air center field. Durant pulls it in on the run. End of a half inning of play. No score. Here with my pal Siggy. On the hill here today, Garrett Cole. What's the scouting report on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first. And now Jarren Duran. Cole measures 6 feet 4 inches. More than 100 career wins on the mound. And, of course, has a Cy Young to his credit. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Here's a 1-1. Bounced up the middle. Torres handles. No play. That's an infield single.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill swings and belts one deep to right. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Red Sox have the lead. 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Showed off some really nice nice oppo pop with that swing and just couldn't get it over the fence. But I absolutely love everything about that approach and the mechanics right there.
Now it's Devers at the plate. Outside. 1-0. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
And a pitch. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Ball, one strike.
Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here's Trevor Story.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Red Sox already leading. Out towards left center. Judge is there. And there's one away. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup put together by manager Alex Cora. A tough challenge in this one. An excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
Now batting Tristan Casas. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that's outside. 1-1.
Boog, it's nice to see Garrett Cole on the mound today. He finally won a Cy Young Award in 2023, and for a while there, he seemed like the best pitcher in baseball without the award.
One out, base is empty. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
And Cole's Cy Young Award season wasn't a huge surprise either. He led the American League in innings pitched and ERA. Good things usually happen when you put those two things together, and it certainly worked out for him.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Makes the grab for the second out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Masataka Yoshida, the next to hit, takes ball one. Wouldn't chase that time. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
And there's the automatic. The line to kick the pitch.
Helpful.
And he walked him.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Next to hit, Wilyer Abreu. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Two outs. And it's even up. Swings through that one.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Hit in the air, center field. Judge is under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Devers goes deep for the Red Sox. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Top of the second, Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And a pitch. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
And there's a ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And a foul ball. The Red Sox leading by 3 here at the top of the second. And that's down and away. Off the plate inside. Full count now. The wind and the pitch. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And there's the strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch you'll see in this at bat to hit.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Right through there for a strike. Outside low, and that's ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Next offer in there for a strike. It's 2-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
2 on, 1 out. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got it by him for the play.
Just a great slider right there, and I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, then he misses off off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Now the catcher up to hit, Austin Wells. There's the strike. Two outs, two in scoring position. To third. Base hit. One run is in. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Two outs, runner at first. Here's Alex Verdugo. Just missed. Wells off of first with two away. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Throw stops the lead runner at second. Two on and two out.
Two consecutive base hits for these guys here. It was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's Gleyber Torres. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one catches the zone. 0-1. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And takes low for ball one. That's to third. Devers throws across the diamond. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Yankees 2. Bottom of the second. Here's the speedy catcher, Connor Wong.
The catcher, Connor.
Line of the pitch. Just missed. And a foul ball. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So the batting order turns over. Now batting Jarren Duran. That one missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
One out and a runner at second. Bottom half of inning number 2. This to third. Tosses to first. Got the out.
The batter, the left fielder, Tyler.
Now the number 2 hitter, Tyler O'Neill. Doubled in his first AB. That hits the dirt. Ball one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Man on second, 2 down. Way out front for strike 2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
1-2 now. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Yankees 2. Back here in Boston, here's a big power threat. Juan Soto. Hout back to work. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
And that one upstairs. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And another ball. (3-1), and he couldn't come up with it.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
The center fielder, number 99.
Aaron Judge at the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
He hasn't wanted to challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Got the back going too soon. It's strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Kicks and deals. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And here is Anthony Rizzo.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Outside low, ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. Here's a 1-1. Ground ball, could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Yankees 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Rafael Devers. The right-hander back to work. And a good eye there. That one way outside. Now 2-0.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Hard hit to third. Zips it across, and Devers is set down.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Here's Trevor Story now. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. Save! He beats it out and reaches on the strikeout.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind if you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game. It's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an over for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. Casas in the box now. No balls and a strike. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Thrown there. Safe. The pitch. That one misses, and it's 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count all up to 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Now a chance for Masataka Yoshida. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. That one outside, and that is ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. That's in there, and 1-1. Inside, just missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Sets him down on strikes. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3. And the Red Sox leave 1, but they're up 3-2. As we go to the top of the 4th. And now the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. The pitch. Stanton, over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he's a former home run derby champ.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And here it comes. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A gigantic blast. It's 3-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That's a base hit.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Checks over to first, back safely. In there for strike one. One on, nobody out, a run in, top half of inning number 4.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
At the belt and fires. Grounder might be 2. On to second, they get 1. Relay to first, double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Hit hard on the ground to short. Story sends it over to first, and that is the inning. The Yanks do get 1 on the solo homer. We're tied now at 3 apiece. You're dialed into the show. Back in Boston, ready to go, bottom 4. And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. The wind of the pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Connor Wong digs in now. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
And another ball.
No strike.
Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Judge makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Up next is the second baseman.
So up next, Cedane Rafaela doubled his first time up. That one misses in the dirt.
Count 1-0.
2 outs, base is empty. And a foul ball. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. That's down and in. In the air, left field. Verdugo settles under it and makes the catch. And the inning is over. 4 innings in the books. Tied 3-3. Back here at Fenway, we go to the top of the 5th. Down the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. Out, back to work. Down the inside corner for a strike.
0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Story slings it across, and Verdugo is set down.
The second baseman, Gleyber.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. That's in there. That's strike 1. And ball 1. Here comes a pitch.
Outside, that's a ball.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one laced to center and a base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Juan Soto now. And that's in the dirt. Torres leads off first with 1 away. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here comes Aaron Judge. And fouled off. Two on, 1 out. Outside low, and it's 1-1. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Nick Pivetta up and loosening in the pen. The pitch. And there's a ball.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2-1 on Judge. Fought off foul. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And that's downstairs and outside. Anthony Rizzo up next. The pitch. Got him swinging.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
And now Anthony Rizzo. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And that one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. And they've rallied from 3 back. It's 6-3. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So 2 down. Here's Stanton now. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Kicks and fires. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two down, nobody on. Just misses with that one.
It's a good take.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike three. Anthony Rizzo leaves the yard here. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Fenway Park, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. And a pitch.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Pitch misses there. Ball two. And another ball. That's in there. And a full count now.
3-2.
Left-hand hitter waits. Downstairs, and it misses. Ball four.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
O'Neill stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And that's down and away. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And a swing and a miss.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
There's a swing and a drive. That one's carrying. And it's gone. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-5.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
And here is Devers. He's already homered here in this one. Outside low. 1-0. Righty delivers.
That's out.
Wouldn't chase that time. Cole, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
So Devers will take his base.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, dude. The last one wasn't even close.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And it bangs off the monster. Headed for the plate. He'll score and then tie. 6-6.
Picks himself up an RBI. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Garrett Cole is done in this one. And we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Pitching change here, Marcus Stroman.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Man at second. And that one fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
The 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And the batter now, Masataka Yoshida. A strikeout and a walk. Ground ball right side. The flip to the pitcher covering, and that is out number 2.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Tied at 6. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Pitch is in there. Strike one. Action in the pen down there. Ian Hamilton, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Strike 3, got him swinging. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Nick Pivetta. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Jazz Chisholm Jr. getting ready to hit. And the pitch. There's a strike.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think it's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
That one's in there, and that's strike 2.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Ball one there. And the righty deals.
That's a ball.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Right through there for a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Oh, 1 now. And a curve misses outside.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Now the throw to first on the run. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. So they go quietly there. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the sixth. And we're all even at 6 apiece. Back now at Fenway. Leading off, Connor Wong. Regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing. But it's that big arm that really stands out.
0-1.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 1.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Tosses to first, 1 away, bottom of the sixth.
The second baseman today, Rafaela.
Now it's the second baseman, Cedane Rafaela. 1 for 2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
That one ripped. That's back there. And that ball is out of here. A shot to the opposite field. And they jump out front. It's 7-6. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
One run across in the frame so far here in the bottom of the sixth. And that one is inside. What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome. They're not waiting for something to happen. They can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
One thing I found that was very cool was making a great play to end the inning and running off the field and getting a standing ovation, even at times when you're not a player on their team. As long as you're not winning, they will celebrate and applaud a great play on the field. These fans here, they love and respect baseball.
2 outs, base is empty. Tyler O'Neill up next for the Red Sox. And that one pulled foul. And that's off the inside edge. And it's a ball and a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. And this is now a 7-6 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Fenway, top of inning number 7. Here's the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. And he deals.
Alex Verdugo.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. On the ground right side. In plenty of time to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Here is Gleyber Torres. 1 for 3. Strike 1. Pivetta, 31 years old, and he was born in Canada. Looking to get the tying run on base. Bounce to the left side, and it stays fair.
That's back-to-back singles for him. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
1 gone, runner at first. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. In the air, out towards right center. Durant settles under it. Out, number 2.
The center fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Here is Aaron Judge. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Torres rounds second on his way to third. Coming home, the throw is wild and it gets away.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Anthony Rizzo stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. Just missed. And another ball. Two down, go-ahead run in scoring position.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Whips it to Casas. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double, and we're deadlocked here at 7-7. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the inning, Devers now. And the right-hander back to work. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Mark Leiter Jr. getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Canely getting loose as well. Next pitch is downstairs. And there's a ball. Liner to second and picked on the hop. And very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Trevor Story. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Line to left, and Story is out. And there's 2 down.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Wastes no time there. Couldn't get any air. He smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it. And there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. That misses. Ball 1. Foul ball there. Two outs.
Hey!
Fights it off. He'll see another. With the go-ahead run at first, here the bottom of the 7th. That one missed.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Right-handed reliever. And that one hammered. Soto going back. And that one is gone. And that gives them a lead. It's 9-7. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Inside can be a backbreaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it.
New pitcher now, Mark Leiter Jr.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So 2 away with nobody on. Wilyer Abreu now at the plate. Just missed. The wide to kick the pitch. Foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 9-7. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Liam Hendricks.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off for the Yankees,
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. The pitch. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. The Yankees looking to rally. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Kenley Jansen, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Sims getting cranked up as well. Kicks and deals. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Abreu makes the catch. And there's one down.
the first baseman, number 13, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
So digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
He was late there, strike one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Next offering down in the dirt. One down, base is empty. And now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. That's in there. That's strike one. And a swing and a miss there.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
And 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. They still trail by a couple. It's 9-7. And we're back, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. And the pitch. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tim Hill getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. The wind and the pitch. In for a strike, and the count 1-1. That's a little bit low. Up the middle, and he can't come up with it.
Now back, second baseman, today.
And at first, and the batter now, Cedane Rafaela. There's a strike.
0-1.
Next offering misses down and away. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking.
center fielder, number 16.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. In there at the knees for a strike.
0-1's the count.
That catches the outside corner. 0-2 now.
One ball.
In the dirt. Not in time. He's safe. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Righty to the plate. Wouldn't chase that time. Wong, the runner at second with one away. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Man at second. And another ball. Left-hand batter waits. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So first and second with one man gone. Now the number 2 hitter, Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
That's outside. And now it's even 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside. Red Sox leading it by 2 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
That one fouled off. One gets a check swing. Appeal to third. Did not go. Next offering is fouled back. Two on, 2 outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 left on. Through 8 full, it's the Red Sox 9 and the Yankees 7. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Kenley Jansen. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells.
The catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
The pitch. Jansen, multi-time All-Star. He throws a cutter, a two-seamer, and he works in a slider. The 1-0. And another ball.
No strike.
The pitch. And strike one to the catcher.
2-1.
And a foul ball left side. And the right-hander deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. Off the plate, and it's 3-2. Payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Verdugo in the box now. Takes strike one. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth. And that one a little below the knees. 1-1. The other way, Devers. One at second. On to first. Double play.
Well, it's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
So last chance for the Yankees. Here's Gleyber Torres. Lifted in the air, right center field. Abreu on the move, and he'll put it away. Ball game, and the Red Sox slug their way to a win in this one.
We saw both teams come ready to swing it in this one, and they found a lot of success. A couple of touchdowns up on the board today. Pretty amazing, and it turned out to be a close one, considering all the runs put up. Really wild.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game.